Hey, I don't know who's just messaged me. That was weird. Okay. Hello. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Patty and Jack. Hi, Shock. Hi, Miss Mary. Hi, Wheezy. Wheezy Lee. First time here. I would know that name. I know I would remember that. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Miss Mary. Sonia. Hi, Teresa. Hello, Scarlet Rain. L. Jackson. Joe Cano. Hello, Alicia. Deb. Hello. Good luck on your test today, Deb. You will never fill my shoes. Hello, Linda. Prayers that everything is okay. Veronica, hi. J Bells, hello. Connie, hello. Who else did I miss? Margie. Flower Girl. Kathy. Christy. Laura. I see you. You see me. Hello, Dalia. Whisper to me. Jayos. Carla. Just a message. Wildlife is not here yet, right? Wildlife, I sent you an email. Hi, sorry, I haven't seen you in forever and a day. Hi, to Scooter. Hi, Christy Holland. Christy Holland. I used to go to school with someone. What was her name? Christina Holland? Hey, Christo. Hi, Alma. Hi, Tamlin. Hi, Tree Dog. Hello, Gina. You usually catch me on replays? Oh, okay, Wizzy. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Nurse Nana Patty. So, Wildlife's not here yet, but I sent Wildlife a, hold on, because I have, yikes. I have your Carla and Wildlife and Kathy. I have your journals ready to mail tomorrow. I'm late getting them out, just so you know. But I have them here. But Wildlife, I sent you a message because I don't have your address. I thought you sent it to me, but I can't find it. So please send it to me so I can hopefully get everyone's journal out tomorrow. Kathy, I have yours. You sent it to me. And you're the one that actually lives in the same town that my nephew does. I was trying to think of it the other night. You live in the same town. Maybe you're neighbors. Maybe you're not. I don't know. Anyway, so... You know, and it's funny, it's really funny, Kathy, because my sister is going there. My sister's going there Wednesday night. Actually, yeah, Wednesday night they're leaving to drive there to visit for the week. So I could have given her the journal, right? Here you go, bring this to Kathy. Okay, but I'll get there sooner than me, son. How do you get a journal? Well, they all got rewarded because they did some really good web sleuthing. Is it the country? My daughter's been there once for the wedding, and she was like freaking out driving from Windy City out there. But anyway, let's see. So Wildlife, if you hear this on a replay or you come in later, I sent you an email. I haven't checked the email. Make sure you get me your address, please. Oh, those? I finally did those. I did my flower arrangements in those. I was going to do a video about it. I'm trying still to do a video about it. I did 3 boxes with floral arrangements. I have to do 1 more, and then I'm doing the styrofoam pumpkin that I chalk painted. I'm going to cut out the top, and then I'm going to put flowers in it, but I want to decoupage the pumpkin. So that's trying to get that all on a video. And what else did I want to get on the video? And I have to do the synopsis of what we have in that Michael Jones case up till now. Trying to do that video too. But today I had like other things that I had to take care of. So, but I'm going to try to get the journal shipped tomorrow. And those would make, except, you know what? My boys have male teachers this year. You know what their classrooms are like? You betcha. Okay. And my son made me laugh so hard. Because remember the teacher I told you, the one that was telling about the Kennedy assassination? I said I thought he was like close to 80 years old, right? No joke. I tell my son, Michael, hey, did you have, I don't want to say the guy's name because he's a really nice guy, and it's great if they're working, and it reminds me of that song, I'm 85 and I want to go home, right? But more power to him. He's coaching football and everything. Oh, great. But oh, thanks, Wheezy. But my son goes to me, he's still there? I said, yeah. He goes, Mom, how old must he be? He must be like 90 something. He goes, he was like close pushing 80 when I was there. I said, no way was he pushing 80 when you were there. And he's like, Mom, he has to be 90 something. I said, he's not 90 something. I said, I thought he was a little bit older. I think a couple of other parents thought he was a little bit older, but yeah, great. And when he was talking to me about the Kennedy assassination, I said, well, okay, whatever. It seemed like he was really, that he was quite an adult at the time that happened. And, so I just said, okay, well, that's really great. But then I said, Ethan says he's 77. So, it's good. More power to him. And then I think kids look at people much older than we do. I think so too when we're younger, but I saw him and other parents, and I was just thinking to myself, like, maybe, because sometimes I do that. Sometimes I still do that. Sometimes I see a person and I say, wow, they must be like, I don't know, close to 80, and they're not. They're like 69, right? So I thought maybe I was wrong, and then I came home and Ethan says, Mom, he's 77. And I'm like, okay. So what's wrong with Son of... No, Tico's good, Sound of Silence. Tico's a long time, as April F. would tell me, OG. I learned that. She said I was so naive that I didn't know what OG was. Original gangsta. Anyway, which is like the new 67, Carla. You got it. So we are very, very close. Yeah, we are very close. YouTube is counting only in hundreds now. So they give you the actual, yeah, I know, 19.7, right? But it's really like 764. Well, let me see. Yes, we just hit 7. So I think it's like 728 or 34. It keeps changing, but they don't show you that. They only show you in increments of 100, but they show us in some type of the dashboard the exact number. So it's really crazy because not everybody's made that full conversion over. Yeah, 77 is well, I don't know. I mean, when you're 77, you're probably, I want to make it to 97. But oh no, Tico's like that at Sound of Silence. Tico's old OG. Mostly remember the TV being on with them talking about it, so that is totally my memory. Yeah, Kathy? Well, I'm sure it's like, I think it's how I remember the space shuttle, right? Yeah, I wasn't alive for the Kennedy assassination, so I don't have any memory of that, obviously, but I sure do for the Challenger. I sure do for the Challenger. And 9/11, of course, But you watched Kennedy's funeral procession? Oh yeah. Well then you would definitely have a memory of that. So anyway, where was I going with that? You were 2? Yeah, my sister was my sister was 2, I guess. 2. For Challenger in 9/11. Yeah, I remember Challenger very, 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 very clearly where I was. And 9/11, of course. I also remember when Reagan got shot. I remember that one too, and I was pretty young, but I remember that. My son made me laugh. So I'm like, no, they say he's 77, and he's like, Mom, he wouldn't believe me. Owen, you were 6 for 9/11. You had just had a baby, and we were watching. For which one, Kathy? You were ironing and pregnant when the Kennedy was shot on TV. You were 19. You were in the 1st grade. You don't mean Moore, you mean Jones. But I have new news on that, and I mean, it's crazy. 70 can look like 50-year-old, yeah. I hope that it goes that way, because it seems like it's, people say people are living longer. I'm not seeing that. Okay? I think we need, because like my grandfather lived to almost 102 and healthy. And I don't know whether it's, okay, this is what I think it might be. The generation that is now in their 60s, in their 70s, was a rough generation, okay? They took a lot of drugs, some of them. And so I'm wondering, is that why we're seeing, people like Tom Petty dying at, what did he die at, 69? Who else? People are dying every single day in Kentucky. We have the Rickle case. He was like 72, but he took his own life. Or Glenn Fry. We're seeing people getting Alzheimer's younger and dying. You never took drugs. Good for you. Good for you. No, I didn't say everybody. Okay. You went to Catholic school when Kennedy was shot. You wrote a poem and said that you copied it. Don't you love teachers like that, Grace? I had a horrible 1st grade teacher, if you haven't heard my 1st grade story, and I won the thing where you counted the things in the jar for something, and then I got called out in the hall because the art teacher wanted to know if this was my clay thing or not, and we had written it down on a piece of paper, and when I came back, she didn't even wait for me, right? So she goes like, let's say the number was 852. So she's going to give the winning person. And I said, well, wait a minute, Mrs. Holmes. Who won? And she's like, oh, so-and-so won because he got the closest or she got the closest. And I'm like, well, what was the number? And she's like, 853. And I'm like, I had 852. And she goes to me, did you just cheat? Just like that. And thankfully, the kid next to me is like, she didn't just cheat. Her paper's been folded on her desk since she went out there. She was horrible. And then she reluctantly gave me whatever the prize was. Reluctantly. She was horrible. But I'm not searching for her anymore. 3 assassinations. Yeah, Robert, right? And broke my heart. Greg Allman is the other one, yeah. So I hope that we're not, I don't know. But then we've got Kirk Douglas, right? He's like, 99 or something? Going strong after even a stroke. And we have Clint Eastwood. He's, well into his 80s, right? But it just seems, and Betty White, we have Betty White out there. Oh, she was awful, CYNT. I have a whole video about it. At one time, I wanted to find her, but I've let that go now. Yes, we're going to talk about that, Priscilla. We are going to talk about that. Tom Petty, right? You know what the really weird thing about Tom Petty was? I don't know. Did any of you hear the 911 call when Tom Petty died? And the wife, or was she the significant other, said, "I don't know if the phone will reach." And I'm like, what century are they living in that they still have a phone with a cord attached to the wall? I was just picturing the 70s or 80s trimline phone from AT&T, you know, and then you got that, you were so lucky when you got that super, super extra long cord, right? That's what, well, I have a landline too, but it doesn't have a line on it, right? But she's like, "I don't know if this will reach." Well, you should listen. She says, "I don't know if it will reach." Remember the long stretch? And you were so happy when you got the super duper 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 long one? The one that you could walk all around the kitchen in, and then when you put it back there, it did that. And you'd have to take the receiver, and oh my gosh. My landline is cordless too. But she said, like, "I don't know if the phone will reach." And I'm just like, what? You don't have a home phone anymore? I need one because it's not always good cell service here. Yes, and it got hung up on everything, right? Yeah. The good old days, the long phone cords, right? And remember how, like, the first time you got a landline that was cordless? You're like, wow, I can walk all over with this. I can go in the bathroom with this. I can go in my room. I can go downstairs. I can go to the garage until the signal was lost. Remember they had that metal antenna, and somebody would always break it, especially if you had little kids. Oh, they broke the antenna, and then you would, like, try to stick it in there. And then when they finally got the antennas that had, like, that rubbery thing, and then they got the internal antenna. Wow, we've come a long way, baby. You have a home phone, but I have to use it for my work at home job. I have a home phone too, but like I said, I don't have one that's, you know, trimline 70s version. Oh, I remember party lines. We had them up here in the summer. We had them. We were on the same line as my cousin. He had 2 short rings. We had 1 long ring, right? And then what did you do as kids? You're like, well, let me hear if I can hear my cousin or my sister used to try to listen in, or I don't know if she did, allegedly. I don't know. She's probably listening now. I never did that. Okay, you never did it. You never did. I know, I must be imagining it. Don't worry. It was only in the summer that we had a party line, never at our year-round. I mean, this was a year-round house too, but we were only here in the summer weekends. But never at home. But the party line was fun, right? It's like, whose ring is that? Can you imagine if they had like a stalker or who just called constantly? But there was times you go to pick up the phone and make a call, and there's someone on it, right? And you're like, oh, dang. When are they going to get off? Party line, okay, it's like when I know it's going to sound like, if you don't know, 2 families are on the same phone line. And I don't know what, we got to pick my cousin, you know, my cousin, right? His family, my uncle and aunt, and we were on the same. So when it was our call, and this was because we only spent the summers up here, right? So, you know, you didn't really spend a lot of time on the phone, okay? So you'd hear one family has a long ring, the other family has 2 short rings, okay? So when the phone would ring, it rings in both homes. But you have to listen, okay, that's the long ring, that's ours. Or it's the short ring, it's not ours. My cousin was an only child, yeah. And then let me see, then the other problem is not only that, but if you just go to pick up your phone to make a call, well, they might be on their phone. So maybe when you pick it up, you don't hear the dial tone, you hear them talking, and then you've got to quietly hang it up and let them finish talking. But then, oh, they're still on. Oh my gosh. Hey, I have to make a call. Okay, so that's what it's like. And hearing neighbors talk on through, or when I lived in a development, right, when I was first married with my kids and I had a baby monitor for the first time, I was picking up my neighbors on my baby monitor. Okay, they were coming in loud and clear on the baby monitor. Yeah, it was really bad. So you were only 14. You were if you had a pager in the 80s, or a doctor, because the doctors used the pagers. You remember putting on with your cousins, going to the chapel. You were the talk of the party lines. Remember the rotary, and then when you got the tone or the pulse, and if you weren't up, so then you would push the button, but it would do that. And if you were ever trying to call into a radio station or something, oh my gosh. You had them back in the 60s in Jersey. I don't know if that, I was in New Jersey, but I wasn't, I was a 70s, 80s. So I don't, no, we definitely didn't have a party line there, but we had a party line up here. Up until probably, I don't know, maybe 1980 or something up here. Call waiting, yeah. Back then you would do emergency breakthroughs if you had to get in the line, online, right? Break the line, right? Operator, can you please interrupt the call? It's an emergency. My mother used to do that all the time. Call waiting was, yeah, you say awesome. Okay, so my mom, your mom, PU lock, put a lock on your phone. Used to tap it out. Hey, Karen McCann. Okay, so let me get where's my thing? Did wildlife come in yet? Hold on. I'm trying to feel something. Long distance, paying for it, just a town over. Oh, yeah, I don't remember that? There's no, okay. Oh, make potions. Yeah, I always made the potions after, especially, I can't remember the name of that after school show that used to, it was on for like one season, but they did a lot of stuff with like this witch's brew, and I would try to recreate that in the bathroom. Oh, you forgot about that, Karen Welch? Yeah. Also, when the operators, right, like little kids would play with the phone, and I'll never forget, they always lied, those operators. They said they couldn't do anything if a phone was off the hook. You know how I know they lied? Because one time my daughter was like 2 or something. She was on the phone, and I was like making the bed or something. And the operator rang through, and I was like, how is the phone ringing? And she goes like this, tell your baby to stop monkeying around with the phone. I'm like, what the hell are you? I was like, what it? Okay, stop monkeying around with the phone. Imagine that we had, and then do you remember when you had the live 411? Are you going to call information? That costs a lot of money, call information, right? And then you would call them and you'd try to get them to look up 2 numbers. Can you check, Stevenson, Larry in this town? No, there's no listing. Oh no, can you just check it in this other, no, I'm sorry, there's no, oh my gosh. What do I mean about what? Oh, I remember Zoom. Yeah, I remember that thing too. I could do that thing the girl did, the one like this. Remember that one? Oh, we had like 3 lions in our house. they would get so mad. Like, it's like, what the heck? They're monkeying around with the phone. And can you imagine, like, if it's somebody really, that was like her total career, and then look at that, switchboard operators and operators, it's gone. The electric company, Magic Garden, yeah. You could do that Zoom dance. It's more just the arms, right? And then I taught my kids how to do it because they're always doing that other one. Yeah. And we had to ask to use what? The 411? Can I call information? Don't call information. Get the phone. Remember, the phone book was like this big. They used to use it as a booster seat. Hurry, cousin such and such is coming with the baby. Get out the phone books. Remember those phone books? We had like a little phone book for our town, which was really neat, and used to love it because it was just our town in there. So you would look up like boys you liked, or where they live. Okay, and then the big one would come, right? That handled the whole county. Oh my gosh, the things we had, right? I probably I know I have at least one trim line one in somewhere. Oh, you're all doing so, Angel Kelly? Now you can Google them, right? Used to look through the town. Yeah, so did we. Ooh, the town book came. I can look up the street the boy I like lives on. Yes, so stupid. Hi, Jeannie. It's in the shed, right, Material Girl? It probably is. Okay. Yeah, you could do pranks. And then remember when caller ID first came out and had a separate box? And you were so, oh, look, I can see who's calling me before I answer the phone. My mother used to have a really old one. She had spray painted it. We used to use it when we were playing house. I wish I had that phone. Princess phones, that was the thing. Oh, I'm getting a pink princess phone. And remember when they had the special ones like Mickey Mouse and Snoopy? And then the big button phone, remember that one that had the huge buttons? We had a big button phone. And then we had one that had the big buttons that had a bean bag on the bottom so you could put it on your lap. Oh my gosh. Caller ID. Yeah, right. You have Prince Albert in a can? You better let him go. The Mickey, you have a Mickey phone in your kitchen? Oh, I remember. You used to have to go to like the AT&T store to get the phones. We don't even have a phone book anymore. I don't even think they make the phone book anymore where we are. Oh, when you hear a busy signal now, you're like, what's wrong with their phone? Because you never hear a busy signal. When you're on a cordless phone, you hear that weird ring, like it goes ring, and then you know they're on the phone because there's like another tone in the ring. Also an olive colored. Yeah, along with those avocado colored appliances. Remember those? Or the yellow ones. Slamming the phone down, right? You don't have that now, Boxer. You can't do it. You try to slam your cell phone down, it's broken, right? You throw it across the room, it's broken. You don't have that whole thing. They should have just like a faker phone that you could slam down. Harvest Gold. Hey, Medgas guy. Okay, so there are no good hang-ups anymore. No, they should have a sound effect for that, right? On your phone. See, this is a good app where it would make the sound of a slamming down the phone. You can push that really hard, but it should give a sound. If like you should have an option when you push the end call. Is your refrigerator? You better go catch it. I'll never forget the time my sister and I did a prank call, and it wasn't a mean one. We were doing a survey on how many people in your family like pizza, And we got this really nice guy on the phone, and he was so nice. And then, so he really thought and we still talk about that guy. Remember when we got that guy on the phone? And he was, yeah, and he's like, let me see. I like pizza. My wife likes pizza. My daughter likes pizza. My son, I would say all of us do. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Oh, yeah, I know that one, Robin. That's. Oh, there is turtle tank noise. Who's hearing something? That is the filter, and we're getting him a new tank. It's the next thing I have to do. I do own a bulldog. Why? Oh, I never heard that one. Not at all. I've never heard that one, Lisa. But I do own a bulldog, so I was like, what? Yeah, there was no free pizza, Mr. Pinkle. It was just a survey. And then when we were older, my sister called the dog grooming place and said that did she have any experience grooming baboons? Because she had a baboon and wanted to bring it in. And the lady on the phone thought my sister was serious and said, oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. And my sister's like, yeah, had him since he was a baby, and he's really cuddly and everything, but he could use some grooming. Do you think? And then she was asking her all kinds of questions about the baboon and, like how much, like where was the grooming? Oh, it was hysterical. You had to wait until after 5. Yeah. Remember that? Is that going to be long distance? Okay. And there's still that thing with dialing the 1 or not. I dial the 1 before everything. And Jimmy's always like, you don't have to dial the 1. Like, and I still tell people numbers like that. I'm like, 1201. And then you don't have to dial the 1. I'm dialing the 1. Leave me alone. Okay. I'm conditioned to dial the 1. The microwave, yours went out. You felt so yeah, right? You would imitate calls to my house. Your mom would freak out if you knew a Matt in prison. Yeah, my sister did that to some guy that lived, I don't know, I think he used to be really like, kind of like a bully or so. I don't know what he was. I don't, and so they called him and they said something like, I don't know what his name, I wouldn't use his real name anyways, Greg there, to his parents. And they're like, no, he's off at college. And then they're like, just tell him the baby was born. It's a girl. All right, thanks. Oh my gosh, can you imagine that one? Tried to steal a spider monkey from the zoo. You just remember that? She tried to steal it. How'd she try to steal it? When you had to dial a 1, no choice? Oh yeah, the phone, right? I didn't do it, Sonia. My sister did. I just listened. I was little. When fundraisers, you would tell your sister she had a phone call. Oh, Luke likes to talk to those people. But now you don't even answer your home phone. You don't, unless you know exactly who it is. And there's only like 3 people that call me on my home phone. My aunt. The beep line? No, I've never heard of the beep line. Remember that crazy thing where you plugged it into your computer? What was that called? The phone calls on your computer. You didn't need a phone line. It was like a huge thing. It was some kind of link. What was that called? No, it wasn't a modem. It was some kind of, somebody will remember it. I know they will. Not dial-up. No. It was a special thing where you didn't have a... No. It was a special thing that you didn't need a phone line to make your long distance calls. Nobody remembers that? Nope, nope, nope. You really don't remember it? It was called something Link. You don't remember that? It wasn't even that long ago. It was like, I think it was like in the Q-Link. It might be Q-Link. And I say it might be that. It was something. It was on TV and stuff. And oh, Radio Shack, yeah. Is Radio Shack is completely out of business, right? No, it wasn't Skype. Did you ever get, when you would get a wrong number, and those people that were trained, like you would say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. What number is this? Well, what number are you trying to get? Jimmy's the kind that'll give them the number without that, but like exactly like he's not trained. But those other people, they were always trained. I'm not giving you my number. What number were you trying to call? Well, I was trying to call 6897. Well, no, this is not 6897. Remember that? But then some people would give you the number. Very few, but Jimmy's one that would get. I'm like, don't give him the number. Web TV, yes, I do. In New Jersey, we had Winnetka Home Theater. It was when HBO first came out, there was WHT, which probably, I don't know if it was anywhere else but New Jersey. But so you either got HBO or you got WHT. And anybody that lived in New Jersey in the 80s would know what I'm talking about. Well, we got WHT. And when HBO first came out, everybody called it home box office. So we would go in to 6th grade, and I remember this kid would be like, Magic Jack, that's it. Magic Jack. Yes, Hetty. Would come, and he'd go like, oh, my neighbors have home box office. So we went and we got to, watch this movie. But then we had WHT, and I guarantee you nobody knows it. But it only came on at 8 o'clock at night. And I think HBO was the same thing. At first, they only had programming at night. But WHT was the same thing. They only had their movies on at night. And no, I'm not in New Jersey right now. So, and then it was off by, I don't know what time. And it came like in a little box. And then you remember they had even when you got the HBO and the cable, when the cable finally, you had that little box and it had a long wire that you could bring it to the couch, and it was like kind of like a remote control, but it had a wire. Remember that? And you were so look at this, we could change channels sitting on the couch. You remember that? Jenny told us about Tales from the Crypt, yeah. I'm in the USA. Yeah, you've never, because I think it was just a New Jersey thing, Karen. I'm gonna have to look it up. It was actually when I think it was Winnetka Home Theater, WHT. I'm gonna look that up, WHT. Oh, is it nicknames? You still have that in storage? Okay. You always remember everything I did as a child. All right, yeah, I mean, that was like a big thing. And then you remember when people got the Betamax or the VHS? Well, I'll never forget my friend's family, because they bought everything Sony. They got the Betamax. So every time we would go to the video store, she'd say, no, we got to look at the betas. Oh my gosh, why couldn't your family have gotten the VHS? My dad likes everything Sony. He was betting on the Betamax. The Betamax didn't win. And you remember this, Prime Star, I remember that. Remember the sizes of the VCRs and the Betamaxes? And they were top loading, right? They were like huge, right? And you were paying like $350, $400 for a VCR. Here you go. There was no like Walmart just to pick one up for $69. right? It was like, and you had to haggle. That's when you had to haggle at the electronic stores. I know because I was the one that was always told to go do the haggling. Yeah, $500, right? But I used to haggle them. What about 400 cash? All right, so no, Bebop, we haven't even started. We were all caught up in this silly nostalgia. I don't even know how it gets started, but it does. With Metco Home Theater, right, Hennessy? That's it. Oh, I know, Lisa. They were expensive then. You have a huge collection of concerts on VHS? You just got rid of a VHS, the last one. My mom had bought several before she died, and she was afraid they would stop making them. The first color TV. In the 70s, they had those plastic stained glass things you put on your blood. Oh, really? I don't remember those two, Scooter. Not in the department store, Karen. You'd have to go to like Sam Goody or the electronic stores back then. Like those you could haggle in. Believe it or not. Yes, believe it or not. Nobody remembers that, negotiating in those kind of stores on electronics? You're always lurking. Oh, they're ready? Happy Wife? Great. Hey, let me know. Because we're having a sad time with Zoe, so let me know. Send me an email. My email's in the description. Circuit City, yeah, that's one, right? You could haggle with them back then. Like, you can't go into Best Buy and do that now. How did that stop? No, but it was like Circuit City you could do that. Up until like the 90s or something. You remember that? When did that stop? Whisper to me. That just meant going into a Best Buy now and be like, all right, what do you think? Can I get that, I don't know, can you do $13.50? No, it's not on sale. When did that stop? Yeah, but you used to be able to haggle with them too, Teresa. You used to be able to go in there and get the price lower in the electronic stores. At least in the tri-state, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut and stuff. Thanks, Janelle. Burger Chef, I have no idea. Oh, I got rid of them all. I put them down at the post office and somebody took all the VHS. And no one knew what it was. You can do price matching, but this wasn't price matching. I see you, see me. You would go in there and negotiate. Seriously. I negotiated my first video camera. I negotiated the first couple of VCRs. You can still do it. You know where you can still do it in a furniture store. You can definitely still do it in a furniture store. Crazy Eddie? No. That guy, right? Our prices are insane. No. Thanks, Laura. That was when people used, yeah, but you could go in, but I can still negotiate in the one furniture store that we get. Well, it's more than a furniture store. It's furniture, appliances, like grills, you know, and small appliances and stuff, right? But you always like, hey, can you do it for it? No, I'm gonna. And you can still do it for cars. I'm gonna get fired. Yeah, right. Go ahead. I know get out of here. Some people won't. When Honda first came out, right? And my parents were buying me a car when I was a teenager. My mother went into Honda. I mean, I don't know if they just came out. I don't mean to say came out. They came into our area. And we walked in, and that was the first one. No, you pay what the sticker says. My mother walked right out of there. She's like, we're not doing this. This is ridiculous. Because my mother was a champion haggler. She was not going to buy. You didn't know you can haggle on furniture? Oh, you can. 100%, especially if you're buying a lot of furniture. You can still haggle on tile, the flooring. You can haggle on with contractors on their price. You always go, well, can you do it? If you would do it for this, let me see. You wish Amazon haggled. But yeah, there's a few places you can still haggle. For 72, yeah, but that was from a seller. That was for the dealership. Yeah, my mother walked right out of there. We were getting out of here. And yeah, you can do it on that, Jennifer. Yeah, absolutely. But tires, you can do it with your mechanic and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at this, because this case is crazy. Now, remember when I told you something about a baseball bat last night? That's true. Well, okay, here's what I should say. He confessed. It's in the Marion County Sheriff's. Did you guys see that? Did you see what he confessed to? Do you guys know that? He confessed to the date that he killed her. He confessed to how he killed her. You guys didn't say. July 10th, he says. He said that they had an altercation. Now, okay, this I can't believe. Supposedly, this happened at the house. Okay? Now, let me see. I can give you the address, but I'm sure it's the address of the trailer because that's where they were living. They had an altercation. He says she came out at him with a baseball bat. He took the bat away from her, and he beat her with it until she died. July 10th. You're telling me if it's that address, where's Grams? Gumshoe Grams. I really need her to get on here. But how in the world did no one hear that? I'll tell you what his affidavit says. It's filed with the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Okay. All right. It says, hang on. During a post-Miranda statement, Michael Jones confessed to killing Casei Jones on July 10th, 2019, during an argument at 14680 Southeast 86th Terrace, Marion County, Florida. Is that the trailer address? Michael Jones advised that during the argument, Casei Jones retrieved a baseball bat. Michael Jones stated that he took it away from her and struck her repeatedly with the bat, killing her. I am requesting an arrest warrant be issued for Michael Jones for second-degree murder with no bond. This is the papers that have come out, and let me see here. This is, officer name is Simpson, and that was on the 16th day of September. And it says, let's see here, I, Deputy Chase something, served this active warrant on 9/18/19 at 12:15 p.m. The defendant was contacted within Marion County and delivered to the Marion County Jail. And he lists as next of kin, none. Okay, let's see. That was on 9/18/19. He was booked at 12:46. And religion says Christian, attorney, public defender, next of kin, none. Let's see what else. Okay, and what do we have here before me? Okay, this is a probable cause. Before me, the undersigned authority personally appeared, and it says Detective Ian Simpson, who being duly sworn on information and belief on the 10th day of July in Marion County, Florida, the defendant did commit the listed offense. On Saturday, 9/14/2019, a missing endangered investigation was initiated into the whereabouts of W/F Casei Jones and her 4 children, Casei Jones 2, Ayanna Jones 1, Cameron Bowers 10, and Preston Bowers 5. The reportee, Nikki Jones, that's her mother, called and reported that she hasn't seen nor heard from her daughter and grandchildren for several weeks and was concerned that Michael Jones has done something to them. Deputy, sounds like Chris Watts and Sandy. Deputy King responded to the last known address of 14680 Southeast 86th Terrace in an attempt to make contact, at which time he observed that the residence was vacant and had been for several weeks. While at this stage in his investigation, Deputy King was able to obtain consent from the property owner to enter the residence, and upon entering the residence, Deputy King detected the foul odor of decomposition. Casei Jones, her children and vehicle were entered into the FCIC and CIC as missing endangered. Detective Bartlett and Lieutenant McQuagg responded to the scene and ultimately obtained a search warrant for the residence, and upon servicing the warrant, determined that the residence was a potential crime scene. During the service of the search warrant, Detective Bartlett was notified that Georgia law enforcement had Michael Jones detained in reference to a single vehicle crash, and that he, Michael Jones, stated that he killed his wife, Casei Jones. Ultimately, Casei Jones was found deceased inside of the vehicle in Georgia. During a post-Miranda statement, Michael Jones confessed, and that's what I just read to you before. This is the probable cause affidavit. Let's see what else we have on this. Yeah, and that was the trailer address. So crazy. What else? I'm just trying to see if they have anything. Now it says charge description: murder, dangerous, depraved, without premeditation. So that is one of the news flashes there, but I have another one. So I'm just going to go to my other news. Okay, and this just came out like at 10:30 something tonight. Okay, the ex-wife, and you saw her picture, right? I can put it up again for those of you that didn't see the thumbnail. Okay. So the ex-wife of a Marion County man accused of killing his wife and 4 children, Michael Jones, claimed he and his wife Casey were getting a divorce and asked to stay at her home in Jacksonville. Okay, she says this is what he told her, that he and his wife are getting a divorce. Can I stay at your home in Jacksonville? Jones, 38, is charged with second-degree murder. Detectives found the body of his wife and 4 children, and a Marion County deputy told News 4 on Tuesday, investigators believe Jones drove to Jacksonville with their bodies in his van, possibly to visit his ex-wife before driving to Georgia, where detectives say the bodies were discovered. Sarah Jones, Michael's ex-wife, said she is devastated. It haunts me every day. The images I have of them, and then the children running around my apartment, she said. Now, that I believe is because he killed the 3, Casey and the 2 boys, but had the little girls alive. And I think those are the children that were running around her apartment. Sarah Jones shares 3 children with Michael Jones. She said he began staying with them off and on in August. She said Michael told her that he and Casey were getting a divorce. My understanding of their relationship at that point was that it was a bit contentious, Sarah Jones said. He seemed to think that she was doing something devious and trying to keep his daughters from him. During that time, Sarah Jones said she didn't notice anything unusual about her ex-husband. He was playing with his kids every day. He was taking them to the pool. He was talking about a future with them, Sarah Jones said. There was absolutely nothing that would have piqued in my mind to say, oh my gosh, I think he did something. According to Sarah Jones, her ex-husband left her apartment on September 14th, the day his wife and 4 children were reported missing. When he left here, the intention was supposed to be that he was going to Marion County to talk to them about it, Sarah Jones said. The following day, Sarah Jones said she learned Michael Jones was arrested and the bodies of his wife and children were found in southeast Georgia. Sarah Jones says her heart goes out to Casey Jones' family. She said Casei Jones was a wonderful mother. Michael Jones is on suicide watch in jail pending his October 22nd arraignment. So let me go back to the chat here. So, did you guys hear all that? We don't know yet, Anna. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Jessica. I don't even know who I said hello. Carrie Lynn. He looks okay. So what, did you guys know that stuff? He has 3 other children still alive, Priscilla. He has 3 children with that woman that was just on the screen. 3. Once you smell that smell, it's the mistress is just the last grotesque learning for them all. Who you think the ex-wife is what you're saying is the mistress? I just don't know why she thought. The thing for me is, okay, if the kids were running around, they had to be the little girls, right? Okay, she supposedly thinks that the little girls are there because he's getting a divorce and he has visitation, and that Casey is okay with him bringing those little girls to his ex-wife's house, right? And she had Facebook, and you're telling me that she never checked on Casey's Facebook. I don't believe it at all. And I told you the reason it's taking so long to get a positive ID on the kids is because they have to use DNA to get it. So I don't know how much longer it's going to be, and if they're even going to be able to determine cause of death with the kids. What if it's another thing like that Brooke Richardson? Right, so he took them and left, Ginny? Yeah. Obviously, right, just kind of like he made lies to fit whatever he needed to fit. Well, he had the kids with him. What was she going to say? So yeah, she's trying to keep them from me, so I fled with the kids. We don't know. That's what it is, Med Gas Guy. We have no idea. We just heard about the baseball bat in the last couple of days. Oh yeah, happy wife? Okay. She said Casey was a good mom. Wouldn't you suspect why she would let them away from her and Casey not checking on them? Right. The ex-wife knows more. I think so too. A lot of people do. So far, that's all I see. Well, but he did tell them where the children are, so there may be something else that just hasn't been released yet. Like Casey murder with the bat and Tim Jones. Also. A dead cat in the van. Who said that? Who said there was... What are you talking about, Tom? He had to have, because she said the kid's running around my house. Where did you hear that, Gene, about the cat? Are you thinking about Todd? I think you've got Todd put in there. You know where I think the dog might be? I think the dog is probably with the ex-wife. Don't you think so? I think she probably got the dog, the little French bulldog. Okay, I think some of you are mixing that. You're sure you're not? It's Todd that killed the cat. That's Todd. I think you guys have got it mixed up. That was last night when J May came on here. She was talking about Todd, not Michael. Okay, yeah. The cat. Todd is the one that killed the cat, not Michael. We're looking for his dog. He had a French bulldog puppy named Willow. We don't know where the dog is, but I bet you the ex-wife has it. No, Jeannie, Todd killed the dog. The cat. The cat. Kids asked about the smell in the van. Well, he was probably lying. What kid? Tom Rose, where are you getting this information, though, from? Where are you getting that from? I don't believe it unless you have it on a police report. Okay? I don't believe things that are posted. Who killed the hamster? Michael? Where did you hear it, Jeannie? Where? We don't know where Willow is. Time to get the whiteboard. Yeah, I know. I think we do need it. Oh, okay, happy wife. Sorry, hope that you're okay now. Send me an email about the tortoises, please. Thank you. My email's in the video description. Ex-wife is reported to not be cooperating with the police. Are arrogant. The Delphi case, Julie? Okay, find out more information, Ginny, and where it's coming from. Oh, hi, Carol Lucy. Where's Carol Lucy? I don't see her. Is she here? Oz Magic? No, there's a lot of different things. We need a board. I have a board. I have a whiteboard. Watch. Hold on, let me move. Okay. Hang on, I'll show you. I think I have to hit share whiteboard. See? I have a whiteboard. What do you want to put on the whiteboard? I can draw, I can stamp, I can spotlight, I can erase. I can put text in. So we can put see? Fancy. And then I can draw in there, I can put stamps in. All of the clues, what we still have to figure out. Okay. So let me go under here. Oh, no, I want to go. Hold on. Why is it giving me? Okay. So we have to find out where is Willow. What else do we need to find out? What? Tell me what else we need to find out. Okay, what else? Okay. We know which kids he had with him at the ex-wife. I'm sure it was the two girls, but okay. Okay. The unbuilt, yeah, we pretty much found that out. The unbuilt house, yeah, but I think it was a farce. It was on another construction site, and it definitely wasn't his house. Yeah, we know they were being evicted. We have that up there on the board already, firewall. Okay, ex-wife's kids. Where did you hear that, Tom Rose? What is your source for that information? Where? Yeah, he did, Karen. Good one, Clarice. Because he had a suspended license. Who rented the U-Haul, right? Uh-oh. Ah. Okay. I feel like we're in school now, don't you? I feel like I'm on the board with chalk. Okay, I believe they were Setonia. How did he end up with the other two kids? What do you mean? He had them all, and I think he killed 3 of them before. Raising your hand, yes, Casei. Hamster. Okay, anybody else? Where is the father? Okay. Okay. I don't know anyone who takes them to... Oh, military character witnesses? His driver's license, I think... What am I doing? Oh, his driver's... Are you sure we didn't go over that, Birdie? Okay, I'll let you slide this time. What else? Okay, where did he... Okay. I can't type anymore. Doris Cabins, I had a tough day today. I tried to watch it, but I really haven't been, not much more than opening statements and stuff have I really seen. So I'll have to see if I can get back into it. But right now there's so much on this one that keeps coming out every day. It's just crazy. Ex-wife was asked if she noticed a smell when he visited. Where did you find that? Found out a lot on Facebook, right? Okay. Are the 4 kids found together? Yes, as far as I know, they were all found in Brantley County. Did they show pictures of the wounds? They did. They did. He said that he told her he was there because he was getting a divorce from Casey and she was trying to keep the kids from him. How would we find out if the ex-wife has the puppy? Well, they talked to neighbors there. I mean, I'm sure somebody would see that if she has the puppy. I already saw that interview, but I think that's the news thing that I have up. Was he on any dating apps? I don't know, and I don't know how he'd find that out. I don't think so, Sammy. I think that dog is with the ex-wife. Anybody else? Footwork. We need Grams to go up there. Grams has to do some interviews. Where is Grams? She's probably on the road. She's probably up there. His main email? I don't know. I'm sure we will find out. Yeah, we need Grams. I don't know. Grams, she said she was going to be on the case. Remember, she was going to be on this case on Monday. She needed the weekend off. Gumshoe, where are you? Will what be on Facebook? You'll help out? Okay. Oh, great, Sammy. Well, she lives in Jacksonville. It's probably how far from you? There was an interview with the one of the neighbors. I told you about that yesterday. Oh, hey, April. If she's doing these, yeah, maybe she's sleeping. I put that down there, you see. Did he test positive for drugs, Kathy? Got it. What's his defense? We don't know. We've got that up there, how were the children killed. I have to, so we've got that up there. She lived in an apartment in Mandarin. No problem, Kathy. Oh yeah, how'd Sakura's surgery go, Sharon? He does. We know he has a criminal history. He has a criminal history. He had a suspended license. He robbed the veterinary clinic that he worked at. He stole drugs and money. Yeah. Bar fights. He had. What was he using the money for? Well, no, the drugs and the money happened in 2015, Kathy. Anybody here from Jacksonville? I don't know. The Jones Juniors are bad. Write those things down, Carolyn. Which ones? I have most of what I set up there, didn't I? He had postings on his Facebook. Oh, right. They like turning bowls, right, with that big lath. Yeah. Lathe, whatever you want to say it. People in the apartment obviously didn't smell anything. Right. He was asked. The one guy that was interviewed that I saw, he was asked about a smell. He didn't remember a smell. The people that responded to the accident remembered a smell. Sharon asked, oh, was he working? Okay. No, he was a vet tech in the past, yeah. The reason for his first divorce, I think we have that up there, don't we? We need more info on first marriage. How is he getting by? Okay, maybe welfare. Okay. I think Casey was working. He must have smelled. Yeah, remember how badly Tim Jones smelled when he went in that convenience store? Ex-wife lives in an apartment, right? Right, we know that. He met the, no. Did he meet her there, Margie? I thought that they both worked there and he met Casey there. They met too, the first wife? The ex-wife is an Uber driver? Hold on, hold on a minute. I want to check out some other things. I'm trying to see where you're seeing that about her being an Uber driver, because I'm not seeing that yet. Hang on. Okay, there is, let me see here. Hang on. Oh, stop. Okay, so let's see. Here's another news outlet, different than the first one. So let's say this says today, and this was just updated 2 hours ago. Today, Michael Jones's ex-wife Sarah sat down. Hold on, we can listen to this interview. It's a news interview. Hang on, let me get it on.
Thank God he is where he is.
She says he stayed at her home just days before the bodies were discovered.
But she says she never thought her children's lives were in danger.
Never have I thought he was not a great dad. He's always been a great dad.
Michael Jones's ex-wife reveals what he told her hours before he was arrested for murder. That interview right now on Action News Jackson 11. I'm Tanika Hughes.
I'm John Bachman. All new at
Okay, that's
11. Sarah Jones.
Let me go forward.
He was arrested.
She had just inside. Sarah Jones says she got a call from Marion County Sheriff's Office. Detectives told her Casey and the 4 kids were missing. She said she asked him what was going on, and this is what she said he told her he was going to do.
He said he was going to go take care of it. He was going to go to the sheriff's office. He was going to talk to them and figure out where his daughters were and what did Casey do.
Something she believed he was really going to do until another detective reached out. That's when it all started to sink in.
So you never thought he was capable of something like this?
Never. Never. He never hurt me physically.
He never hurt her
He
physically.
never hurt the kids.
Never hurt the kids.
He's never laid a hand on anybody, as far as I know.
She tells
she
me the
knows.
most shocking moment was when she asked her oldest child about his dad's van, where deputies believe Michael Jones kept the bodies.
I asked my oldest if Daddy's van ever smelled funny. And he said, you know, Mom, Dad has a bunch of cats that live around his trailer, and he said he thinks there might be a dead cat in his car.
A response that made her sick to her stomach.
Now I know what he's capable of. Thank God he is where he is. And I don't have to worry about it. But the fact that he was with my kids for all that time.
Okay, so that's where you guys are hearing the cat. So he just used that as an excuse. It was Todd Mullis that killed the cat. Now, let's see. She said that Michael Jones had been staying with her and her 3 kids for 2 weeks up until the day he was arrested. And that matches up with what Marion County deputies say. Let's see here. She said he had been staying with her because he and Casey had split up and there was no electricity. Okay, that's another new tidbit. No electricity at his trailer. On the morning of the day when deputies said Michael Jones crashed his van in Georgia, she says she got a call from the Marion County Sheriff's Office. And the detectives told her that Casey and the 4 kids were missing. She says when she asked Michael what was going on, he said he was going to take care of it, that he was going to go to the sheriff's office, he was going to talk to him and figure out where his daughters were and what did Casey do. I wasn't concerned. I didn't think there was anything to worry about, and he seemed fine. She said he had never laid a hand on her or the kids, so even when detectives told her what he did, she didn't believe it. You never thought he was capable of something like this? She replied, never. He never hurt me physically. He never hurt the kids. He never laid a hand on anybody as far as I know. But her belief in him changed when she asked her oldest about his van, where deputies believe he kept the bodies. I asked my oldest if Daddy's van ever smelt funny, and he said, you know, Mom, Dad has a bunch of cats that live around his trailer, and he thinks there might be a dead cat in his car. It's a response that made her sick to her stomach. She said she was horrified and still is. I don't want to say that I'm a victim because I'm not physically hurt and my kids are fine. I just happen to be an unwilling participant in this horror show that he created, and I would give anything to have never let him back into our lives. Okay. Now, that's something right there. Let him back into her lives. Now, even if she was divorced, she said he never laid a hand on her. Why would he not be seeing his children then? How would that be letting him back into her lives unless she was having a relationship? That whole statement I would have asked her for clarification on. But, okay, so we've cleared up the cat conspiracy now, at least one of the cat conspiracies. And what was the other thing you guys were thinking? Where did you guys get the Uber driver? Okay, because I've read 2 news reports now, and we've listened to her interview, and never once did she say she's an Uber driver. So where is this coming from? I think Tom said this. Now, let me see something else. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's anything about One neighbor, we read that last night. We saw that. I saw the interview with that Danny Buzzini, where the neighbor said he saw Jones several times at the same complex where his ex-wife lives. Oh, and Graham's video is back on about Andrew. So you can go over to Gumshoe Graham's and check that out. It's a long video. So check that out at Gumshoe Graham's. Because I don't know why it was not there. I think she might have been editing something. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to go back to the chat now. I was just seeing if I saw anything else, but I don't. Okay, so let's see. My dry sense of humor. Where'd you hear that, Sonia, that she said she would take the kids to the beach? Yeah, he sounds like he may have been saying it right. I would always believe my kids. He slept on the couch, I bet, Tom is saying. His dead wife called my dad. Oh, no, I think Happy Wife is talking about something in her brother's case. Okay, I'm trying. Tom, where did you hear the thing about the, okay, that's where you heard the dead cat, right? Where did you hear about the Uber driver? How long were they married? Okay, you want to put that on the board there, Birdie? Okay, we got to put that on the board for Birdie. Hold on. Got to put that on the bird for Birdie. For the bird for Birdie. Oh my goodness. The board for Birdie. How long were they married? Why is my cursor now? Hold on a minute. I'm on the wrong board. You took a nice long shower? His education level, I thought we had information on that. He was in the Navy. Why? We have that on there. We need more info on the first marriage. Okay. Well, we've got, okay. Navy, oops. Ex-wife Ubered till 12:30 a.m. Okay. Where did you hear that? Casey was the Uber driver and knit Sarah. Oh, not Sarah. Casey was an Uber driver? Where'd you hear that, Margie? You see, it's like a game of telephone to Scooter. All the misinformation, right? Casey was a dog groomer, I thought. But none of Casey's neighbors saw her leaving the trailer. If she were an Uber driver, she would go out all the time. True, Hennessy? You left a message? Oh no, you're talking to J-May. Okay. Who was a nurse? I don't think anybody was a nurse. He was a vet tech. She was a dog groomer. Yeah, but I don't think he was a vet tech any more than he went into building. His eyes are very close together. Yeah, and beady and black. Okay, so hold on a minute. One minute into live interview, X talks about Ubering. The interview we just listened to? I didn't hear the Uber in there. Okay, we're just going to put well, yeah, I think we just listened to it too. It's that they're just rebroadcasting from the news station to Scooter. It's actually, she didn't give an interview to them. She gave an interview to the news, to the media stations. So it's on the media, the news sites. He married Casey October 31st, right, 2017. I think, yep, that's right, Carla. Maybe we need, you know what? Do we need another whiteboard? Let me see. I think I can save this one. I think we need another whiteboard for, yeah, I can save this one. Hold on. Let me save this one. Okay, it says saved. I think we need another whiteboard for the facts we know, right? You see Sonia's on with me right there. Okay, so let me see. I need the eraser. I'm just going to erase now. That was easy. Okay. Uh-oh, what happened? No, I don't want to undo. Hold on a minute. What happened to my... Okay, I have to set the center. Hold on, how do I move my box? All right, we can't, I can't move the box. Okay, sorry, it's going to be off center. I'll fix it another time. So what facts we know that we want to put up there? Yeah, we know that, Sonia. We know how old the children were, 1, 2, 5, and 10. let's get some real facts up there. Not like, because we'll be here all night if we're writing down facts like that. So, oops. I don't know, Sonia. That's speculation. We can't. What else are we putting down here? Excuse me. Whoops. We don't know, Carrie Lynn. Michael was 2 months behind in his rent. Can that fall under the evicted, Kathy? Kids never went outside to play and no school. Okay. Is it Marion County, like with an O? It's one. Is it Marion or is it? I don't know. Type larger. It's pretty large, Ryan. Really? Did he see? All right, we're not in the questions now, Sutonia. We're on facts. Not from there. I don't know if I can. I don't even know if it allows. Let me see. Let me see if I can make the whiteboard bigger for you here. I don't know. I'm not a miracle worker. I don't know. It's not letting me make. You're just going to have to enlarge your screen. Let me see. Oh wait, there, no, that's still not making it larger, right? It's just, yeah, it won't let me make it larger. So sorry. Let me see. I wish I could make this. Sometimes hold on, maybe I can make the screen large. Hold on. It's not, for some reason, it's like not letting me grab it like it usually does. Hang on. Okay, let me see. Is that any better? I don't know. That's going to be the best I can do, Birdie. I'll pick you up some stronger Dollar Tree glasses the next time I go. Okay, so how about a different color? I tried to do that, Birdie. I don't say won't. I'm not. I have to brush up on my whiteboard skills. It says spotlighting something, but then last time I did that, hold on. Oh, let me see. Like it says spotlight, right? Do this. That's how it spotlights it. Wow, that's really spotlighting it. It's like if I'm going down here to go over these facts with you, that's what spotlighting is. Okay. Oh wait, here's, okay, let me try a different color. But I think it's just going to start me on a different color. Let me see, wait, maybe I can, hold on, no, that gives me that let me do the spotlight in red, but text, let's see. Okay, line width, how about, but here, let me select it all, hang on. Come on. Now, let me go back in there, Birdie. Oh, now it erased, oh no, there it is. Okay, hold on. Let's see. No, it didn't let it go red. All right, we'll try it again over here, and let's see if we can go to the text. Line width is, oh, look here, I can do the font. Here, we can do it. Okay. Let's try this one. All right, so what's the next one? What's the next fact that we know? Okay. So how's that, Birdie? Yeah. He led detectives to the body. Right, okay. That was scary big text. Okay, so perfect. Okay, so what else? Thanks, choking on ashes. So, okay, we know, oh, I know what we know. Well, we don't have to put we know. We know they're facts, so we know them. to bats. Okay, what else? Oh, I know. Yeah, I've got that there. He led detectives to bodies of children in Brantley County, Georgia. Okay. Did we find out who the Uber driver was, or where you heard that? Okay, how about, oh my goodness. I'm going to have to move this up for you guys. How did my thing go over there? There we go. All right, so I'm going to save this one so that we can bring up the facts. The text is too big, I know, but I'm just going to save this one. Okay, it says the whiteboard is saved. So we've got the two whiteboards saved. I've got that on there. Do you see this? Michael confessed. Do you see this one over here? Watch, let me see if I can do this. Hang on. You see this one right over here? We got it. Now I can undo that. See? Oh, okay. Good luck with your crown. It's from her own mouth. Okay. She had just finished up on Uber. Okay. You heard it on a news interview, right, Two Scooter? But how do we know that's true, though? Did Uber say she's a driver? She could be just a big fat liar. And by fat, I'm not fat shaming. I just mean I'm talking about the lies. The neighbor said, yeah, that is correct, Tennessee, yes. Michael was seen. But that's with a news station to Scooter. They're broadcasting a news station interview. He has many facial features of genetic disorder. Oh, thanks, Sonia. Okay, so Chibi's got a channel. Okay, so that I'm going to save the facts. Two Scooter says no. Two Scooter just says no. Two Scooter, I'm going to check it out. Hang on for a minute. I've got to go check something. Okay. To Scooter, I see that interview. That's the interview from the news station that we just listened to. I'm looking at it right now. hold on. Wow, word gets around fast. I think someone is on here saying that they were watching me and I said that the girls are alive and running around at the ex-wife's. And now they're really confused because they thought that when the ex-wife was saying that he was taking the kids to the pool, it was with their kids, not okay. So to the YouTuber that was, to the person that was listening to me on YouTube that I think that you're posting on Facebook, the ex-wife herself said the little girls were in her apartment. Just so that's clear. Okay. Yeah, that was Action News to Scooter. Just because someone puts exclusive, they don't mean it's exclusive to them. It's just kind of like a clicky thing. It's on Action News. You can watch it right on Action News. Let's see. I'm just very confused. I want to know where Gumshoe Graham is. And I think Gumshoe, you should go out there and interview the neighbors. Where were they on July 10th? And did anybody hear anything about it? Hang on one second. Okay, and then, oh boy. Let me get back to the chat because she says she's an Uber driver. Okay, I believe you too, Scooter. Maybe I missed the beginning of the interview. Maybe when I forwarded it, maybe I missed that part. You want me to put that on the board? I'd like to see if Uber really says she's a driver, though. That could be a cover. Do you think she could be lying? You want me to put it on the board or not? I'll put it on the board for you, Scooter. There you go. Does he, this Michael James? Put an asterisk by it. Oh, you want me to do that? Okay. Maybe the smell of the body is what caused. Where'd two Scooter go? She's probably pissed. She put an asterisk by it. Whatever, right? Two-scooter, whatever. Two-scooter, you the one that said I wasn't, who's the one that said I wasn't as cool as, it was Two-scooter, wasn't it, that said I wasn't cool? Two-scooter, wasn't it you that said I wasn't cool? So see? Or was it Whisper to Me? Who's the one that said I wasn't cool? No, she said I wasn't as cool, that Lisa DiFiero and her husband were a cooler version of me and Jimmy. I believe it was Two-scooter. It could have been Whisper to Me, but I don't think it was Whisper to Me. I think it was Two-scooter that said that. Right? Yeah. So now I'm questioning her facts. And now Two-scooter's really pissed. Okay. It's cool to be uncool? Okay. I believe... No, my blood pressure just went to 200. Oh, now it did? You're not the one that called me not cool? Who didn't call me? Somebody that I know really well called me not cool. Was it Whisper to Me? It was Whisper to Me, or was you, Two-scooter? It was you, Two-scooter, wasn't it? I don't know. Somebody called me not cool. And Jimmy, too. All right. Oh, wasn't Whisper to Me. Okay. All right. I didn't think so. Whisper to Me. You're too nice. You sent me a donkey puppet. You would never call me not cool. Okay. He had no job, no money. He could not provide for his family. Right. Caroline. Okay, yeah, the girls weren't there. Okay. Casey was posting about gingerbread. Oh, about the at the house, right. He was getting veterans pay from the military? Okay. Oh, you did. See, Two-scooter owns it. She always owned that. She never said, oh, I'm sorry, just joking. She always owned that. See? Very, all caps, yes. Uncool. Even with the whiteboard, I'm not cool. I know that, Whisper. Uber won't admit to it. They do not want to create bad press for Uber. Oh, I know that. That's her, Earthbound, right? That's her, she's on the keto diet, I think, right? No sugar, please. And that's her social media handle. I think she's in some keto groups with that name. I don't know if he was getting veterans pay, med guy, but he was in the Navy. Oh, it was all in fun now, she said. It's only all in fun. They were evicted. Yeah, I have that down there, don't I? Yeah, Michael and Casey were evicted. Hold on, I'll get the markers. Oh no, that's not my marker. Hold on. Oh, no, that's not going to let me draw. Hold on, why is it not letting me draw? I want to draw with that. Okay. Here we go, right there. All right. Okay. Right, then this guy, yeah, I don't think he was, yeah, I don't know. No, definitely he was not a 20-year veteran. I took it off. They're giving me a hard time, Diana. It's a tough crowd tonight. The whiteboard, it's the whiteboard. Yeah, okay, Two Scooter was joking. After 2 weeks, she admits it. She was just joking. Please. Leave Two Scooter alone. Hey, Cece. All right, so this is what we, you guys can go back. We need answers to the facts. Where is Wildlife, the real Wildlife? Hi, Sheila. You better have emailed me, Wildlife, with that address. All right, so put the word, put the whiteboard away right now. I mean, save it. And make sure the latest version is saved. Okay. And let's see, I think, okay. I go back to whiteboard. Stop share. Okay, I'm back. Whew. How come I'm so close? Oh, I know why I'm so close up now, because Birdie made me make the video so close. That's better. That's still kind of close. Okay. Yeah, I was gone for a minute because Birdie made me make the video so much bigger. So I was like sitting on top of people. So what date was the eviction? It was in August. We actually showed that the other night, the actual papers. Hi, Jeanette. Oh. Well, he definitely wasn't on an Oompa Loompa, because they're nice. They're nice little men. They don't have a short man complex. They don't. They like being Oompa Loompas. I didn't get a haircut. I didn't get a haircut. It's all there. It's just, I don't know, it's all there. It just, I didn't really do much with my hair today, so but it's all there. What happened? He killed 710, yeah. That's what it says in the affidavit. I think she's trying to show that she's shocked, like, wait, 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 oh my gosh. In Navy from 5 years? Okay. Would he be entitled to any military pay for that, Margie? Yeah, that was all a farce. That new house, that wasn't theirs. Now, whether she didn't know about it or she did know about it, we don't know yet. But it was never their house. You thought the ex was afraid of him. Well, she was suing him for back child support. That's number one. I don't know what's going on about her being afraid of him, because why would she let him stay? I don't know. Only if he got a medical discharge, okay. You don't believe he was in the Navy? No, he was in the Navy. I think, that's been confirmed. To be honest, you had an emotional breakdown recently, happy wife? Caused you to go to the hospital? Oh no, the PTSD from this stuff? Oh wow, sorry to hear that. Medical discharge because he was a head case? I don't know much about, who knows, Margie, what about his discharge? Thanks, Bebop. You've seen him? Yeah, we've seen him in his, remember he was very short and the people next to him were tall? Good night. Oh, good night, Margie. Another fact, Diana? Why do I always pick losers? So obviously Casey was realizing there was something wrong. Right, but can we really call that a fact, honestly, or could we call it that's kind of hearsay? Not that I'm, splitting hairs, but it's good for what would they say? It's don't use it in your deliberations, but it's a good character to get to try to judge the character, right? Did someone say she was part? Yeah, I think that was on her page. Something about a narcissist site, right? Opinion. Mm-hmm. Well, but if it's coming from the sister, if the sister's saying that Casey said this, if Casey said it, it would be her opinion. But if the sister's saying Casey said it, I believe that would constitute hearsay. Because we don't know that Casey said that. Who, are you going to bed now, Bertie? He's more like a sociopath in your opinion? In your humble opinion, Diane? He was just a subcontractor working. He wasn't even a subcontractor. What we posted there was the subcontractor. He was just a laborer, I think. There is a loan from the bank and a trust to the contractor but he wasn't a subcontractor. The one that I told you was a subcontractor, that was a different company. That was an Italian name, like Mortissimo or something like that, builders. That was a subcontractor on that house, not whatchamacallit, what's his name? What is his name? Michael James. Michael Jones. He seemed like a dirtbag. I'm not frozen, Bertie, look. We can play, what is that, freeze tag, where you do freeze? You're it. Do you remember TV tag? Was it TV tag? And you had to name a TV show before they... Did anybody ever play TV tag? You never played TV tag as a kid? Oh dear. No? I wonder if it was only in our neighborhood. TV tag? We played it even at school. Really? Nobody played TV tag? You've never heard of that? Wow, must have been New Jersey thing. Oh, Tree Baby said yes. You're pretty sure you played TV tag? You had to name a TV show, and you couldn't name the same one all the time. So the person, it was so silly because the person could be ready to tag you, right? And you were like, Archie Bunker. But then they'd be like, okay, but then they'd stay there. And you had to keep, oh, it's just crazy. The Jeffersons. Let's make a deal. Price is Right. Wheel of Fortune. Family Feud. You play TV tag? See, it's a real thing. You played it in gym class? Mommy, you need one, and we can tell. At least it's dry tonight. Thanks, Birdie. What do I need? I don't know what I need, though. The Newlywed Game. You'll end up blurting out a combination. I know how easily distracted we are. Red Rover, hot pink, come over. Squirrel. We played lots of word games at work. Oh, did you? Kick the can. Kick the can. That was in a Twilight Zone too. Remember when they all got little? Those people in the old age home, they drank something, or was it? And they all were young again. Ali Oxenfried, born in France and raised in Sweden. You played flashlight tag with your kids when you played it on the ceiling? What do you tag each other's flashlight? Never heard of, I've heard of flashlight tag, but never like that. Kick the can, you saw that on the Twilight Zone, right? Flashlight tag? My cousin used to always play flashlight tag. We used to go all the way down in New Jersey to see her and she's like, sorry, I'm going to play flashlight tag. We're like, thanks. They got mad when you beat them at Trivial Pursuit. No fair, you're old. That's nice. Then you should have done the Joan Crawford. I'm older and I'm smarter and I'll beat you every time. Oh my goodness. You hide and have to make it back to the base without getting shined. Oh, is that what they're tagging you with the flashlight? That seems rather easy, doesn't it? That seems like bam, 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 yeah. 7 Up. Remember you used to play that in school? We'd play a small, you got to put your thumbs up. Somebody goes around, puts them, what happens and you have to guess who did it or something, right? I hear something in my kitchen like a squirrel. Oh, good night, Carol. Duck, duck, goose, right? But you know who that one is. That duck, 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 and then goose. Then you got to jump up. 7 Up, isn't it that you have to guess who put your thumb down or something? Your students still love 7 Up? Show and tell. We used to play show and tell on here. The tricky trolls? Sounds like a tricky tray. Freeze dance? Oh, you have your scissors with you? The little folding pair? I would ask at the front desk if they would mind before you get arrested. Yeah, happy wife. Maybe it would just be better to like not watch the news or stuff like that, because there'll probably be a lot of triggers. Take a bath, play with the tortoises, go for a walk, read a book, a good, like not about true crime or anything. Bergen County, Donna. You played the flashlight game on the fly? Oh, you made it up? Mm-hmm. You remember the balloon game? You ever play that inside with your siblings or friends, and you couldn't let it fall down? It was a bomb. If it fell to the floor, everything would blow up and you would lose. You had to keep the balloon up. We called it bomb because it was a bomb, and if it hit the floor, you're dead. Sort of like hot potato. Those jobs, those party games caused a lot of anxiety, didn't they? Right? Musical chairs, that was great anxiety, wasn't it? Okay, everybody goes around, and it's pretty easy on the first go round, right? You've got like 10 people there, you've got 9 chairs. That was always like such anxiety. You played that at birthday parties, they had the prize, you wanted the prize, right? And then, okay, still you kept your eye on that chair, you jumped for that chair, but then when it got down to like 3 kids and 2 chairs, it was, dodgeball was, yeah, and then dodgeball, you could get some kid that like wailed you in the face. So that was not only trying not to get out, it was getting assaulted. But musical chairs, there's a lot of anxiety there, right? Am I going to get out? Am I going to get a seat? Am I going to get a seat? And then if you ever get the chair with the 2 of you are on the chair, I had it first, and if the person wasn't watching, Oh my gosh, it was scary. Yeah, those playground balls. Hot potato was nerve-wracking too, right? Because you had to pass it before you'd get the hot potato. Oh, good night, happy wife, happy vacation. The red rubber playground balls. They would have hit you, and no hitting in the face, and there'd always be the one that threw it in your face. The parachute. The parachute wasn't anxiety provoking for me. It was more the musical chairs or the relay races. The relay races, see, what's supposed to be really great fun for kids is horrific, right? Especially if you're on the relay and you had the scooters, not to mention that, and then you've got the scooter that keeps getting the stupid stuck wheel, right? And then you are racing down, and it's not your fault the people in front of you were slow. You're doing the best you can, but then you liked use, but did you play relay races with them, Hennessy? And then everybody's screaming your name, and not in like, hurry up, like, and it's all up to you, but you're not the one that made you behind. You might have added to it a little bit, but everybody else ahead was making everyone else behind. They all act like it was all on you, right? Oh my gosh. I hated that. I hated relay races. It was always lined up. You had to dodge the ball. If it ever hit you, then you slammed into the ball behind you. A lot of things must have added to our anxiety. Kickball, too. Kickball sounds like a good game until the other team like psychs you out, right? So when you're going up there and they're like chanting like, it's okay, easy out, or like just like, and you're like, what? And then you're concentrating on what they said, and oh my gosh. And then you kick it and it's in the air and they catch it, or yeah, terrible. You hated running cross country? That I didn't mind. I liked running long distances. I just didn't like having to be in these, because then you could go and you develop your own pace and you're going for your distance and you're not passing the freaking baton. And yeah, oh my gosh. You still can hear your oven timer without flashback? Oh, you still can hear it without flashbacks? Lots of, good night, Gina. Really bad things. And people would think are so fun. Oh, relay races is so fun. Oh, the ropes. Oh my gosh, I hated that freaking rope. And we used to have something called an obstacle course in our school, right? And the first thing you had to do was do the rope. And then you climbed to the top of the bleachers and you had to jump off onto like this thin mat on the floor, okay? Then you had to go to the uneven bars and do a flip over the uneven bars. And then what else did you have to do? You had to do something with that stupid horse. You had to vault over it. Then you had to, and every year they thought this was great fun for us. Oh, there was a mountain, okay? They took those, I don't know what the hell they are, like almost like hurdle bars, but they had really tall ones, and they put mats over them, so you had to climb the wall, okay? I don't even know how the hell you climbed a mat. There was no handles, there was no footholds. I don't know what the hell we were supposed to do to get over that. Tug of war I didn't mind because you're all together, right? If you go down, it's not just your fault. Gym class was a lot of anxiety. And then this used to be timed, right? So then the whole time you're stressing like, oh my gosh, and everyone you'd miss, so you'd be like, oh crap, oh my gosh, how long do I try for the damn rope? I'm not going to be able to do the rope. This is crazy. I'm going to get rope burns. And then, like, if you walk away from there, like, oh my gosh, you cost us 10 points, right? So you're just like, oh, damn. So, oh my gosh, where your anxiety went to die. What they did to us, psychologists would say it's probably what caused all of us our problems. Thank you, Anna. I don't know if you had stuff like that in Sweden, but here in America, they do terrible things to kids. Yeah, we didn't just have sports day. We had this. This was this is something they used at field day, right? But this is something they trained for every day in gym class for like 6 weeks. Okay, so for 6 weeks, every time you're in gym class, you got yelled at because you didn't make it to the top of the rope or you didn't do one of the other things. It was ridiculous. You told them, did you have that too, Mrs. Roger Rabbit? You had the same thing where you had to run to the top of the bleachers and jump off? I thought that was just our school did that stupidity. We had these things all the time. I could do that. Miraculously, I could do the flip on the uneven bars. Everything else was like the blue mats and plimsolls. Oh, we didn't have showers. Yeah, I mean, there were showers in there, but no, we never had a shower. It wasn't even allowed. Vaccinations? Never in school, no. We got a TB test once. We never had a shower in school. Right. No, Lisa, you couldn't even take them if you wanted to. Not everybody is a winner in sports. Oh, are you kidding me, Casbat? Were you in an all-girls school? No way could they do that now. Did they do that, Mrs. Roger Rabbit? Did you have the obstacle course with the bleacher thing? Scoliosis. We used to get checked for scoliosis. Scoliosis, right? That was fun. Oh, the Frilly Farmhouse. Wow. What state was that, the Frilly Farmhouse? $3.39. You missed it, Lisa. You hated the school shower? You had to wear your knickers? Oh, come on. Was it an all-girls school? Oh, that's crazy. That's abuse. That's abusive. That's totally abusive. Oh my gosh. Really, Diana? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. My sister used to have a gym suit, and then it was, when I was there, you could buy gym shorts and a and when they were shorts and a shirt. My sister had like a one-piece gym suit. But then we could wear any pair of shorts, sweats, whatever you wanted. You could wear a tracksuit, you could wear whatever you wanted. But I did buy, like they had in our school mascot, shorts and a shirt, or sweats and a sweatshirt. And I bought them. I think I had this sweatshirt and this sweatpants too for high school when it's cold, because we used to have to go out and play soccer when it was like 32 degrees, and field hockey and all that crap. So we all had sweats then. We were allowed to wear whatever we wanted. Air shots and you would bleed? The polio shot took you down? Gym suits. Oh, it's a cheerleader camp? The balance beam. The trampoline I liked because we all had spotters, and you got to, everybody got a chance to go on. But that was elementary school, like way little, first, second, third grade. Oh, really, Mrs. Rogers? Yeah. You went to a boarding school, Sharon? Really? It's getting like, when I was a lad, I just can't believe they made kids wear their underwear. That is horrendous. You did in Canada? Is it, Honey Hush? Grace, really? They do that in ASMR videos. They take those fake heads. You know that fake head that I have? I swear to you, you think I'm kidding? And they do fake lice checks. They have like millions of views on those videos. Millions. They speak in a whisper and they pretend that the person is coming in for a lice check. And they do that on the fake heads. I'm serious, Evie. I am serious. And they whisper. They're like, they pretend they do like an intake at the school, and they're like, what is it that you're here for? Okay, I'm just going to check your head for a lice check, okay? And sometimes they find lice and they don't. Sometimes they don't. And they go through the whole thing. Serious. They do some really wacky things. And some of them cross over the line of wackiness, okay? Into like, what the heck am I watching? Yeah, really easily. Look at ASMR videos, lice check. I'm serious, Diana. I'm just gonna check your hair with the comb for lice since you're new to the school. And then they do fake salon appointments. And I've also seen fake massage appointments, and some of those have questionable, sometimes they have 2 people there. It's a little bit questionable. And some of them, this is why I can't believe YouTube. Some of them totally cross the line. And you know Pinterest? Do you know Pinterest? What they allow on Pinterest? Have you ever searched some pins and been like, what the? There is everything on there. And there's no age restriction. You don't know what you're getting. They do the school nurse, yeah. Pinterest has no limits. Sounds like a nice homey site, right, Pinterest? I'm doing that. I have the whole video, Linda. The lice checks on the fake heads. Yes, go look at, if you do not believe me, look at it and then check the views that they have. You might see me do that with my fake head. They're getting like 3 million views. Okay. And you don't even have to look up any facts, do any work. You don't have to watch trials. You don't have to do anything except whisper and check a fake head for lice. Now who's the nutso? I got you hooked on them? You saw the lice check? And cut soap, play with slime. You started school when you were still 4. The teachers would line you up and check you, and then they gave you a shot. You saw a chicken sandwich review with ASMR. They do hauls. They do whisper hauls too, like, I got this at the Dollar Tree, and they're really nice. They had a few of them. I think next time I will get a few more. They do all kinds of things, but yeah. The whisper thing gets old. Not for, yeah, well, there's a lot of old people then there watching them because millions. Why? People find it relaxing. That would irritate you to no end? I don't know. Every channel, just ASMR. It's because everybody jumps off a cliff. So many people are into it. Now they say it's not a health hazard. The Dollar Tree, I just found like 3 new people. I don't know, they came, well, remember that Auntie Cuckoo? Auntie Cuckoo. It was so funny. I went from watching this minimalist lady, okay, who I told you there was another lady that I watched that showed like real cleaning, right? And then that lady mentioned this minimalist lady. But the minimalist lady made me feel bad. I didn't like watching the minimalist lady. So I went from the minimalist lady to Auntie Cuckoo. And when I went to Auntie Cuckoo, because I had watched the minimalist lady was the total opposite of Auntie Cuckoo, right? The minimalist lady is like, you don't need any crap in your home. You're listening to the commercialization of everything. You don't need a pie dish. Why do you even need to make pie? You don't need pie. Get rid of every pie dish. You don't need it. okay? Get rid of everything. Go down to the bare minimum in your kitchen. You don't need anything. You need 2 dishes, a spoon, and a fork, and that's it, okay? Then you go to Auntie Cuckoo, and Auntie Cuckoo is sitting in back of like these 10,000 shelves behind her, with every shelf filled with stuff, right? But it was nicely decorated. It wasn't that, I mean, like, she had nice decor. Then I went to another channel where she had everything behind her, like that she got at the Dollar Tree, in shelves. That was like a little bit messy and would drive some people crazy. But Auntie Cuckoo had everything really nice. And then that brought me to another channel where this lady, oh my gosh, it was obvious, like she was a newlywed or something. I don't know, maybe married 2-4 years. Everything in her house, she took you on a house tour. You could not believe the crevices that this lady decorated, okay? Totally the opposite of this minimalist lady. This minimalist lady would have lost her head in their house, okay? She would have said, what do you need all of this crap for? But she had it done very nicely, but she would be going crazy, okay? So I couldn't watch the minimalist lady anymore. I couldn't. She was giving me anxiety because she was saying everything had to go, everything. Some lady came on and said, do you think I should keep this pie dish? And she's like, what do you need to make pie for? Didn't you survive last Thanksgiving without it? And I'm like, I would go crazy without a pie dish. I make a lot of pies. But she was like, no, get rid of it. Maybe not that mean, but, I mean, it gave me anxiety because you couldn't have anything with her. And she was saying, once you get to a certain level, it doesn't matter. It was just, it was like over the top minimal. Well, maybe they are over the top. I don't know. I need like in the middle. Hoarders with OCD in Britain? There is something hoarders with, you don't know about these people? Yeah. You couldn't have anything. She made you feel guilty for anything. But then there's this other lady. Oh my gosh. How she cleaned out this closet. It was like an attic. Her closet was like an attic. It was one of those that you went into and then it went under the house. She took every single flipping thing out of that closet. That gave me anxiety. And then of course she had Oompa Loompas, okay, that helped her. And of course she had 9 million red totes, all the same. And then she had a Cricut, cutter thing. So she had vinyl labels for all the totes and, everything. And she probably had Oompa Loompas doing the vinyl lettering. And then she had her kids come down and they painted the closet. And then she had all the right prints. Everything was up all by the end of the episode. I don't know how she did it like that. She did it really fast. And she got rid of the clutter. And then she even said, like, my mother made this ceramic Christmas tree with me when she was pregnant. Donation. I used to feel guilty donating it. And her mother's probably like, oh, I made that when I was pregnant with you. There were like 200 people there to help. Yeah, Oompa Loomping it out to the, yeah. I lost you at Pinterest. I like the real one, Cece. There's a lady, there's some lady on there, and poor thing, she is really just, but she's really trying, and she's doing it. I don't like the fake cleaning. Get out of here with the freaking fake cleaning. You're not fooling anybody with your fake cleaning. Fake cleaning is when you have these people that are cleaning like in model homes from top to bottom, okay? And they put it on fast speed and they go, oh, and they have on their title, extreme mess. And then you go to their video, the extreme mess is like 3 dishes on the counter, okay? 3 Cheerios on the floor. In the living room, it's like a toy box that had a total of 10 things in it spilled out onto the floor, okay? Bedrooms that just the beds are unmade in, and maybe the kids' toys, a few of them. Bathrooms that just have like the toothbrush or the toothpaste out on the counter. And then they go through this whole routine. It's like cleaning a model house. And people watch it and they're like, oh wow, that's so great. And I'm like, that's not cleaning. Show real stuff, but I like to watch the real ones that really have kids, that really bring home 19 million things. You don't know where to put them, that you have clothes coming out like crazy, and a depression on a sofa cushion. Yeah. Yeah, they vacuum rooms that are clearly vacuumed. They still have the vacuum marks in it, and they're vacuuming them again. Yes. I don't like fake cleaning. I like real cleaning. Because I get happy for the people that do the real cleaning. The fake cleaners, they just turn me off. Because they're making a fool of me, you, everybody with their fake cleaning. And they act like they're so superior. So why do you want to see that? I don't need someone clean shaming me. Page turning. Oh, the raking sand one. There's a little fairy garden. That one's neat. I might do that one. They have a little sand thing and they rake it and they put stuff there. It's clean shaming. Well, we should. I said to you, we should all have decluttering things. I did try to do some stuff today. But anyway, I'm going to go. And because you have stuff to, oh yeah, I made some stuff. Hopefully I can get some crafts on tomorrow that I made. We'll see. But anyway, thank you to our mods for coming. Thank you all for coming. And remember, go back, review the whiteboard, and try to find the answers. Try to come with some answers tomorrow. All right? All right, good night, everybody. Stay safe. Be good. Oh, I can't get us out of here. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can.